Hey there YouTube, this is 101 Bronson back here again. Introducing something different to the channel. This is like a little throwback Thursday kind of thing, where we look back at old stuff, which we usually do with the movies and everything. But I actually went through through the basement of my house actually, where some stuff are kind of like semi in storage. And I actually found a box full of old VHS tapes that I used to own. Now this is not nearly all of the VHS tapes I used to own back in the day, but this is a huge part of that collection. So I figure, I'm going to show that off to you. So we're actually doing this wrong. We should actually do this in like a 4x3 crappy VHS type of format. Well, there we go. Here we go with our VHS collection. So yeah, here we go. I actually popped a few in the VHS player. I actually also found my old VHS player. It still works, damn thing. So let's go over these tapes. And here we go. These are actually the VHS tapes that I found. Yeah. And I mean, let's, I guess, start right here. Star Wars Trilogy. Now, a lot of you might not actually, if you watch all my videos, I rarely mention like Star Wars because I'm not a big fan of Star Wars. Probably the last time I seen any of the movies was this original trilogy on this VHS many years ago. Probably the last time I watched a tape was over a decade ago. I actually grew up with VHS. People always say, I'm a very young collector, but yeah, but I still grew up at the end of this era, at the end of the VHS days. And VHS was actually around in my house for quite a while. So anyway, this is the original Star Wars trilogy. This might be, one of the few ways to watch the original Star Wars movies unaltered by George Lucas and Steven Spielberg. I mean, because I do know that, for a lot of fans were upset that they added stuff in digitally, later on. I do like the design of this special box. You got the posters of the Star Wars movies right there. So, yeah, I'm doing this one-handed again. Here's the Star Wars original poster. And here are the tapes. And for people that might have forgotten what a VHS tape looks like, this is it. Yeah, you got Star Wars on there. Of course, these are Dutch videotapes. You got the reels back here. Yeah, you got that little button so you can open up the top. Like that. Look at that. That's the actual tape that you have on there, which you should never touch. Anyway, these are the VHS tapes. And you used to put those in, and then you started the movie. Pretty cool. I probably will never get rid of this, even though I'm not the biggest Star Wars guy. This is still a pretty collector's item, I guess, right? I mean, a lot of Star Wars fans would go nuts for something like this, I think. So I'm gonna keep this. Okay, let's put it aside for now and go over the rest of the tapes. This is The Silence of the Lambs. Actually, it has been a long time since I watched this movie. I don't even own this one on DVD or Blu-ray yet. Last time I saw it was on television a few months ago, actually. It was on TV. Yeah, classic movie, this one, Silence of the Lambs. I mean, this is nostalgic right here. The whole holding these tapes, looking at it, opening them up. There you go, that's that tape. Next up we have Stallone Cliffhanger. Yeah, I remember watching this movie on tape back in the day. I love this Sylvester Stallone action classic. I have it on Blu-ray nowadays, but I actually be kind of curious to pop this one back into the VHS player and see, the quality, because people always say VHS quality is bad, but I thought it was always pretty good actually. But that was back in the day, of course. So, Yeah, here's this tape. I'm watching because some of these tapes used to have some promotional flyers and stuff in there, which one might be fun to look at as well. I actually haven't taken a look at this, just found the box yesterday and decided to make the video. Ah, wait a minute, here we go. Last Action Hero. This is my introduction to Arnold Schwarzenegger, everybody. Yeah, this is how I got introduced to Arnie. Him standing there holding a ticket to my face. This is the very first Schwarzenegger movie I saw. It was on this VHS tape. And I freaking love this movie. Hi guys. How you doing? And yeah, I became an Arnie fan ever since. You know, it was all thanks to this movie. Wasn't too long after that I saw the Terminator movies, but of course I was way too young to watch those movies. This movie is actually rated for, in the Netherlands, it's for all ages. I guess in America this is a PG-13 movie. Well, in my country kids can watch this one, but you know. Next up we have the Lethal Weapon trilogy. Wow, yeah, I had this one on DVD. I have it on Blu-ray now, so I went through all the formats for this movie, for these movies. These are rated for 16 and above. Warner Brothers tape. Oh wow, it's actually rewinded a lot. I know that for a lot of movies I never rewind it. I was lazy with rewinding, and then some of them I see that they are rewinded. So, and this was actually the tape that I popped into the VCR player to check if the thing still works. So thank you, Lethal Weapon. Thanks, Riggs and Murtaugh. I mean, I love Lethal Weapon movies, by the way. Here we have the second one, which is released under the Action Collection by Warner Brothers tapes. And they had a spy number. I have a few of these in the collection. You can see they all have a spy number. And these had promotional flyers in them, if I'm not mistaken. Lethal Weapon 2. Ah yeah, there you go. Yeah, some of the other editions in... oh cool. It actually is a fold-out flyer. Some of the other editions in this Action Collection. And of course the writing is in Dutch, with you know, there's Steven Seagal above the law. Cobra was in this collection. Carl Weathers, Louisiana. What does that say? Something Smith. I cannot make out the other word there. New Jack City, Tequila Sunrise, which isn't a really good movie. Tango and Cash, Steven Seagal, JeanClaude Van Damme, and a few Cannon movies, Cyborg and Death Warrant. Showdown Little Tokyo, Dolph Lundgren, there's Cobra, Roadhouse, there's Clint Eastwood, Charlie Sheen, Missing in Action 3, Chuck Norris, Charles Bronson, there we go, the man himself, Kinji Tae Forbidden Subjects, the Mad Max trilogy. Yeah, you could actually collect a box to put these things in, if you had this filled out with enough stickers. Oh wow, it goes on. Wow, look at this. Chuck Norris in The Hitman. Lorenzo Lamas, Steve McQueen, yeah, the Lethal Weapon movies, Harrison Ford, Michael Dudikoff, the American Ninja movies, Chuck Norris, Delta Force 2, Delta Force 3, which is not with Chuck Norris, Michael Dudikoff again, ooh, Harley Davidson and Marlboro Man, classic 80s, 90s action movie, American Kickboxer, Bullet, Steve McQueen, Bruce Lee, wow. Bruce Lee was on this in this label. Last Boy Scout, that's a good movie as well. Wow, it's kind of cool to look back at this. Gotta be honest. One of the other Action Collections movies that I have, if they also include the flyers. Oh wow. I thought you could see when the tape was printed, but it does not have that. Here we have Lethal Weapon 3, Warner Home Video again. I love the poster for Lethal Weapon 3. This one is actually my least favorite Lethal Weapon movie. My favorite is probably the second one. or the first one. I don't know, probably the second one, the first, and the fourth one just has some of the best comedy sequences, but the third one I thought was always the weakest. However, nonetheless, I still think it's a pretty decent buddy cop action movie. Yeah, Joe Pesci, and there, Mel Gibson, Danny Glover. Does this have anything in it? Promotional material? No, it does not. These tapes have a hard time closing these boxes. Next up, we have Steven Seagal in the Under Siege duology. Under Siege 1 and Under Siege 2. Dark Territory. I mean, yeah, I love the Under Siege movies. I fondly remember watching these two movies. Always thinking that this one was my favorite, but actually rewatched them again recently. Yeah, Under Siege 1 is definitely better than 2, but I still really like 2, you know. I love it on the train. And I love the action score in there by Basil Paul Doris, as opposed to, I don't even remember who did the music for this movie. Does anybody see who did the music? I don't. Anyway, yeah, Under Siege, classic action movies with Steven Seagal, probably some of the best that he has done. Let's move on. Over to the second pile, where we have... Oh! Con Air. Nicolas Cage, John Cusack, John Malkovich. Con Air, yeah, Jerry Bruckheimer production. Gotta be honest, I'm not the biggest Nicolas Cage fan, so... Probably have seen this one, but it's been too long. I don't remember anything about this movie, actually. So, but yeah, there you go. Con Air. Touchstone Pictures. Pretty cool. Might actually pop that tape in. Next up is... Ooh, Passenger 57, Wesley Snipes. I remember watching this movie. Remember this one was a really good action movie. Might have to this video is giving me some ideas for titles to upgrade to DVD or Blu-ray, because man, this is a really good movie. I liked it anyway, but nothing special in there, just a tape. Okay, I'm not gonna pull out the tape for every visit. So next up, oh yes, here we go, The Specialist. Sylvester Stallone, Sharon Stone. I was way too young to watch this movie. There's probably a lot of sequences that I paused and rewinded involving her, if you know what I mean. Tape is probably worn because of that. I mean, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Really good movie though, you know. I love the trio of actors in this movie: Stallone, Sharon Stone, and fucking James Woods. He kind of almost steals the show as the bad guy. He just plays it so well. Yeah, I probably have to re-watch this tape and see if during any of the naughty parts with her, if the tape is a bit worn. It might be so. Next up, we have Michelle Pfeiffer in Dangerous Minds. I really have to pick up a DVD or Blu-ray copy of this movie, because I remember loving this movie with Michelle Pfeiffer back in the day. This was a really good movie. And of course, this is also famous for having this song "Gangster's Paradise" by Coolio. It came from this movie. Dangerous Minds. Yeah, I really have to upgrade this title, because I love this movie. Tired. Cool. Got a bit distracted. Yeah, Dangerous Minds, Michelle Pfeiffer. Next up is Deep Impact. This is like a disaster movie, right? Who was in this? Robert Duvall, Tia Leone, Elijah Wood, Vanessa Redgrave, Maximilian Schell, Morgan Freeman? Oh yeah, there he is. That's Morgan Freeman. Whenever I say something smart, I gain a freckle. Oh no, whenever he explains something, then he gets a freckle. Oh, I like the spine though, showcasing Duvall, Morgan Freeman. Actually, don't remember too much about this movie at all, gotta be honest. Yeah, but yeah, here it is, Deep Impact. Same can be said for this one, actually. Blown Away. Jeff Bridges, Tommy Lee Jones. Don't remember this one as well. Looks like an action movie. Don't really remember this one. Oh, Forrest Whitaker's in this movie, I see. Alan Silvestri music, cool. Yeah, you know what, I'm gonna check out a trailer for this, and if it looks any good, I might pick up a DVD or Blu-ray copy of this one, because I do love Tommy Lee Jones, and Jeff Bridges is also pretty very good actor, so yeah, we'll see. But here it is, the tape of Blown Away. Oh my god, I think you all are gonna hate me for this, but I've never seen this one. Independence Day, the original Independence. I never seen this movie. Will Smith. Is that Michael Douglas? Is that Michael Douglas or not? I do know him. That's oh, what's his face? Jeff Goldblum. Yeah, you know, I've never seen this movie, Independence Day. Don't hate me for this. I do have this VHS here, but I just never watched it. Directed by Roland Emmerich, I know that. He did Universal Soldier. No, wait, did he? Oh yeah, he did. He did Universal Soldier with Van Damme. But this movie, yeah, I've just never seen it. I've never seen it, so sorry. Jeff Bridges, Fearless. Might have watched this one, but I don't remember anything about this one, to be honest. Yeah, no, cannot say that I do. Yeah, move on. A double feature here, 2 tapes in 1 box, of the Bruce Willis movie Striking Distance and the Christopher Lambert movie Gunman. Gunman I probably have never seen, but I have seen Striking Distance with Bruce Willis. It was okay. Yeah, it was the one with the boat. I was right in remembering that. Yeah, but this one I haven't seen. Mario Van Peebles is also in it. And this is a Columbia TriStar double feature. 2 tapes, yeah. Very dusty tape, I can see that. Anyway, let's move on. Next up we have JeanClaude Van Damme in Nowhere to Run. This was the first JeanClaude Van Damme movie that I've ever seen, that I ever saw. It might have been this, or it might have been a recording on VHS of Bloodsport on television, but I do vividly remember watching this movie. And I was probably a bit too young for it, because the lovely Rosanna Arquette, you know, she does get naked in the movie. So there's a very steamy sex scene with her and Van Damme in it, but I still love this. I think this is actually my favorite Van Damme movie, performance-wise. You know, my favorite movie of his, you know, regardless of anything, you know, just based on the entertainment value is Bloodsport. But one where I think he does the best acting as far as, you know, his acting goes. A lot of people would say JCVD from 2008, but I think he really showcases acting chops in this one as well. I'm not arguing that JCVD is a good movie. That is a really good one. Do recommend that. But yeah, I just really always loved this movie though. Nowhere to Run. I love the cover. You know, Van Damme on the bike there and him standing there. Great movie. And here we go into the last pile, going into the action collection, I guess. This was the first edition of this label, of this, yeah, New Jack City, Wesley Snipes. Don't remember too much about this one. I do remember liking it. And I remember that Wesley Snipes' character was really a fan of the movie Scarface with Al Pacino, which is my favorite movie of all time, so I did like that aspect of it, and I remember that one, but other than that I don't remember too much about this one, so I might have to revisit this one on DVD or Blu-ray. New Jack City. Tango and Cash. Sylvester Stallone, Kurt Russell. I love this movie. Oh, I have fond memories of watching this one here on tape. Want me to cut your bloody throat? I love this. The actor here playing the guy with the ponytail. Ponytail. I mean, I love Tango and Cash. Great movie by great music by Harold Faltermeyer, who did the Beverly Hills Cop music as well. Yeah, you have Jack Palance as the villain also in this one. Great movie. I'd actually be curious to see. Oh, I can actually watch it. The tape is pretty much rewinded, so I know flyer in this box. Tango and Cash. Steven Seagal in Above the Law, or Nico as they call it in Europe. In my country at least. I do believe in the UK they also call it Nico. Yeah, Steven Seagal's first movie where he was young and thin and he could still do, you know, everything himself. Steven Seagal. Fucking love Seagal back in the VHS days. In the 90s, you know, his best movies are definitely from the 90s. I mean, this one is from 88, so technically also from the 80s, but this is probably one of my favorites. Hard to Kill, Mason fucking Storm. Yes. This is the one that co-starred his wife at the time, Kelly LeBrock. Weird Science, right? I love classic Steven Seagal hard-hitting action movies like this. And this is my all-time favorite Steven Seagal movie. And this is where I fell in love with it, on tape. Out for Justice. I freaking love this Steven Seagal movie. It's definitely my favorite. Ooh. I love this. This is bringing back memories, guys. JeanClaude Van Damme again. Death Warrant. Yeah, this is the first time I watched this movie, was on tape. Look at that, we have the Canon logo. This was when Canon was actually putting out the tapes under their label. Because I do believe if you pick up the DVD or Blu-ray of this movie, it will say, you know, it's an MGM movie. And it will have MGM on the spine. But here we actually had the Canon logo on the spine and on the top, right there. Right there. Yeah, JeanClaude Van Damme in prison. This is one of my favorite Van Damme movies. I love this one. This one is spy number 9. Oh, wait a minute. The Last Boy Scout. Bruce Willis. I definitely need to pick up a DVD of this movie or Blu-ray if it's available, because I love this Bruce Willis movie. I think this is a very underrated movie. Also with what's his name? Oh, it doesn't say. Damon Wayans, that's right, the guy who was doing the Lethal Weapon TV show nowadays. And directed by Tony Scott, by the way. Written by Shane Black with Lethal Weapon. I mean, this is a great movie. I really have to revisit this one. Last two. Ooh, Black Rain. I remember watching this one back in the day. From Ridley Scott, yeah. I mean, look at this fucking cover. Does this say it's a fucking 80s action movie? Or does it say it's a fucking 80s action movie? I mean, look at this. Ray-Bans, check. Cigarette in the mouth, check. Leather jacket, check. Fucking motorcycle, check. Yeah, this is 80s. Black Ray, Michael Douglas. Yeah, I remember watching this movie. Actually, another one I should revisit. Oh yeah, also had Andy Garcia in this one. Kate Capshaw. Hans Zimmer music. Wow. Yeah. Black Rain. Yeah. It's a good action movie. And last up is the 90s action classic Speed. Now, again, I'll be totally honest, I'm not the biggest fan of this guy right here. Keanu Reeves. I don't know, I never really got into his stuff, and I never really dug him that much as an actor. I do like him in Devil's Advocate when he's co-starring with Al Pacino. Something's Gotta Give with Jack Nicholson, Diane Keaton. He's in that movie as well. I do not mind him in that movie, but when he's like starring or taking the lead, I'm not that interested in this guy. I'm just totally honest. You know, I know he's popular for, you know, movies like John Wick, which I haven't seen. But yeah, I'm not the biggest Keanu Reeves fan. So let's say that up front, but there's no denying that Speed is an action classic. I mean, you know, the concept of them being on this bus that cannot go, you know, above a certain speed or will blow up or below a certain speed. It's a great concept and it's a great movie. But yeah, I'm just not the biggest fan of Keanu Reeves, I'm sorry. So there you go, those are my VHS tapes. So there you go, those were my VHS tapes that I found in a box, like I said. Do hope you enjoyed watching this, do hope you liked seeing some old VCR, VHS tapes again. I certainly had a pleasure digging through these again, you know, bringing back a lot of memories. I mean, where does the time go, man? I remember, it doesn't feel that long ago since I actually popped in a VHS tape, but it actually has been over a decade, you know. Oh man, where does the time go? I mean, then we had DVD, which was the latest big thing, and then not too long after we had Blu-ray already, right? That was the mid-2000s, right? And now we're up to 4K. Well, and what's next? Fucking smell-o-vision? Please not, because some movies will be, yeah, will not be that great to watch with that invention, but yeah, man, technology keeps growing. You know, we have 3D, we have freaking 4D. I don't know what the hell all kind of D's you have. But yeah, those were my VHS tapes. Do hope you enjoyed watching it. I certainly had fun going through it, and yeah, we'll see each other in the next video, guys. If you really liked the video, by all means leave a like, and if you're new to the channel and you like this, consider subscribing. You know, it would definitely be appreciated. And yeah, as always, stay safe and healthy, everyone, and stay strong, and so long for now.